Hello students, welcome once again. Today we will be learning how we can add the report section in our protector, and we have already learned how to create a spec file and a configurational file which is a conf file in protector. Now the main thing is that is a report, because at the end of the day when you are running a bunch of test cases, say 1000 or 2000 test cases, but we don't have all the time to go and verify each and every test cases test steps. So practically we will be harping into the report section. So if any automation test cases, report is the main thing, and we need to send this report to our customers or the stakeholders we are working with it. So for this thing, report is a very vital section, and we will also give a emphasis on how we can elaborate the reports and what are the functionalities we can add in the report, and also how we can manage our reports in our execution or daily execution of test cases. So I will give you a corporate view of how we used to manage in our corporate sectors, and I will also give you a glimpse of the industry standard protected test execution reports. So the first thing is that we need to learn the view of the report section. So we need to learn how to download this package from npm. This is a very important thing, how to download this package from npm. So for that, go to the console. I have the command prompt, just go to there, and right there where I have already copied this command npm, I will give this command npm in the description box. You can copy this and download from there. So the command is npm -i protector jasmine to html reporter. So if you check this one thing, let me go to my project folder first. So this is my project folder, and I pasted there, and you can check one thing. Inside the node modules, we don't have any such report called protector jasmine to html reporter. See, we don't have it. So once we will click on this. Once we download this package, we can see that a folder will be created and all the necessary files will be present in that folder. So it is written that 23 packages has been downloaded. Okay, so let us go to that, and we can see that html protected to html reporter is present with all those files it's required to execute. So once we have our report section downloaded through npm, we will directly harp into the conf file. This is the configurational file. As you are we are already working with it. So I have already done this. I am just going to show you the jasmine html reporter, as we have downloaded through npm the jasmine html reporter. So we will run the jasmine html reporter in this execution of the test case. For doing so, the first line that we have to add is that we have to create a variable of jasmine html reporter. So we have created a variable in javascript var space jasmine to html reporter, and we will use the required folder. The required is protector jasmine to html reporter. If you have a confusion with the name, just go to the node modules, and from there you can see that this folder protector jasmine to html reporter. So we are pointing to this library or this folder. So it required the jasmine to html reporter, and we have added the very first line of the conf.js. And as you know, we have already working on the Chrome, so we have already discussed these things, Chrome spec, and we are going to skip. The next thing is that the additional part we are going to learn is the report section. So we will add this report section within the on prepare. So within the on prepare, we have already created a function, and we are going to give this code snippet jasmine.get environment dot add reporter, which will add the report, and we will use this new jasmine reporter with a lot of configurations. So we can use this configuration. This is the configuration for the report section of the jasmine, not the configuration of the protector. So how we are going to design the report? So these are mainly the parameters. Say I have given the save path, which is one of the parameters. So I am specifically defining that at this location you need to save these reports. So if you go to this is the parent. So if you go to this dot test, So it will go to .test and in the report section it will put down all the reports. So if I delete these reports, no problem, report section, no problem, because it will create at the runtime and keep on putting the reports there. The screenshot folder, I am specifically describing the screenshot folder. So what is the screenshot folder? Just go to the code, test, and inside that it will create another image. It will automatically create another folder image, and inside that image it will go on putting all the screenshots we will define. Now file name prefix, well, we can have this file name prefix when there's a lot of releases going on in this agile mode. So we are not sure at what report this same test case is going to run many times in the regression testing. So in that case we can give this prefix is file name prefix October release. Say this is the month of October, so we will write October release and give the underscore, and we can leave it so that it is just the file name prefix. So whatever the file name it will generate in the report, it will give the previous name as October release. Okay, and the file name date suffix, so we can have a file name date suffix. We can, it is by default is false, we can manually give it as a true. So let us don't wait much of our time, let us first execute it and we will then understand what is coming and what are the configurations we made. So for running the protector, I have already described to you. I'm not going to show you again this thing. It is a very basic thing. Just run protector conf.js. Once you press on the enter, it will run the execution and it will generate the report. So the first test case is done. The second one is going on. So 2 specs and 0 failures, so it is finished. So now the main thing is that we have to go to the report section. Okay, so what was the folder? Test, reports, and inside the report, as I have mentioned, October release. So I have given the October release, it has written the HTML report, and also it has added the timestamp. Okay, and why it has added the timestamp? That's what I was telling to you. It was given the file name date suffix, so it has added the timestamp, else it won't. So whatever configuration we will do here, it will just directly get reflected to this report section, and it is a way to customize the reports in Jasmine 2 Reporter. We have lots of stuffs. We can configure more things in the Jasmine 4 Reporter. So you need to just go through this. These are all the basic things or a little bit of advanced things. So you can, once you start working on it, you will just understand how we can configure the reports in a more fashionable way. So let's start we have the reports. Let's just go to and check the report once again. So this is the report. It has one started and it has one skip. So we are not bothered about the pass and skip at this moment, because our main aim is to run the report. I mean, to generate the report. So once we can click on this. So this is the screenshot folder, that is the images folder. We have written this in images. So this is the screenshot folder, which is images. So it will, all the images will be kept in this images folder. So this is how we can configure the report section of the Jasmine 2 HTML reporter, and we can also use this in our daily test cases. This is one of the report section, which is Jasmine 2 HTML reporter. In the next video, I will show you how we can create a report in Aleo reporter.